Please welcome Chris DeJoode. I mispronounced it a little bit, DeJoode. Chris DeJoode. What I'm talking about.
So like he said, my name is Chris. I'm part of the cross-country and track team here at Grandview. My story starts up in middle school, in which I was made fun of for being overweight. You don't see it today, but when I came here as a freshman, I was 250 pounds. Today I weigh in at 164 pounds, which is a loss of 86 pounds. Like I said, my story starts off in 7th grade, and where I was made fun of. During this time, I had low self-esteem, I wasn't happy with my body. And I was at a very low point. And these people, they did it by calling me fat, saying fat jokes. I had one kid in particular that he made a song, it was called Twinkiemon. He took the Pokemon song and used Twinkies because it's always a gesture that fat kids like Twinkies. Which for me, I hated Twinkies, so it's not always true. And I was also made fun of in high school for being overweight. And my story changed when I started my junior year, which I found my passion and my love, which is cross-country and track. My junior year starts off running, and I wasn't the fastest, but I always loved it. And I really started off at the Iowa State meet where I met Coach Bonner, who is a coach here at Grandview. And I asked him, what does it take to run in college? And what does it take to run here? He said he wants someone who works hard, is on time, is accountable, and gives everything he has. And to me, that's something I am, and that inspired me that I wanted to run in college. And for that year, for cross-country, we ran 5Ks, and my time wasn't the best. It was 22, 23 minutes, and I knew I could do better. And my senior year, I got a little better. I ran 22, 21, and then it came to the hard decision of where I wanted to go to college. And I had 3 schools in mind: Drake, Simpson, and here at Grandview. Drake wasn't gonna let me run, so they were out of the picture. And then I talked to Simpson, they were gonna let me run, but they weren't recruiting me. And then we had here Coach Bonner, and he actually sent me stuff. He sent me information, and he invited me to the meet, and it wanted me, I felt like a family here, and I wanted to come somewhere that I felt wanted. So I chose here. And coming in here as a freshman, Coach really didn't know what to expect of me because, one, I was overweight, and as a runner, you don't really see a lot of overweight runners. So when I ran practices, I was too slow to run with the guys, so I ran with the girls. But for meets, I ran with the guys. And when we came to our first 8K, which is 5 miles, I ran a 51:12, which I got beat horribly bad that meet by everybody, but it wasn't gonna turn me down. By the end of the year though, I finished with a 40-minute 8K, and I finished dead last in the conference. So I wasn't happy with where I finished, but I knew I could do better. So my sophomore year, I decided I was gonna lose weight. So that summer, going into my sophomore year, I decided I needed to do things to change who I was as a person. I decided I was gonna run more, be more athletic, which is walk the dog, play basketball with friends, and do something, just not sit on the couch. And I was gonna eat healthy. I did it by cutting calories, cutting out a lot of junk food, stop eating so much fast food, and drink more water. And by the start of my sophomore year, I dropped already 20 pounds. By the end of CrossFit year, I had dropped all the way to 215 pounds. And my 8K time had already gone down to 34 minutes. And it came to conference meet, and I didn't finish last, but I only beat probably a handful of people, and it still wasn't what I wanted as a person. So we went into track my sophomore year. I had dropped a little bit more weight and was down to about 207 pounds. And I ran better, but it still wasn't what I knew I could do. So going into my junior year, I didn't drop the weight I wanted to, but I stayed about the same, dropped maybe a little bit of pounds. And my time ran to 33:11, and I still finished beating a handful of people at conference, but I knew I could do better. in my junior year, we joined a new conference. We joined the Heart of America. And for track, they only took the top 18 for an event. And for track, indoor track, I finished 19th in the 5K. And I just missed it by one spot. And that really changed something in me. It drove me because I was so upset that ride home for the bus that I didn't get a run, that I knew that I needed to change something in me. So for outdoor, I worked harder because I wanted to be better. I was running twice a day, I was running between classes, and I was running our regular practice time. I was eating healthy, I pretty much cut out every fast food. And by conference, I was already, in about 2 months, I was down to about 170 to 175. And I improved enough to qualify for both the 5K and 10K outdoors. And that was a very happy moment for me. I actually got a run, and I ran really good times. So going into my senior year, I set goals as I wanted to qualify for nationals this year. And I worked hard this summer, trained, did everything I could, and we came into time trials this year, and I finished 5th on the team. And I was not happy at that point. I was like, I can do better, I'm better than this. And I knew coming to our first meet, which was a 6K, that I could do better. So I pushed harder, and I gave it what I got, and I finished 3rd for our team. But I still knew I had work to do. And then we came to our 8Ks, which we ran pretty much the rest of the year. And I was finishing 2nd on the team, and I was beating a handful of tons of people on the other teams. And I got my time down to 28:07, which was my best time. And for my freshman year, that's a total drop of 23 minutes and 5 seconds, which is a huge drop for me because there's runners who run that fast in just a race itself. So to drop 23 minutes is remarkable. So now my goal is for indoor and outdoor is to qualify for nationals. And even though I didn't qualify for nationals for cross country, I still finished 40th out of 120 people at conference. So going from dead last to beating over 2/3 of the racers in a race, for me at that big of a meet is remarkable, and I'm so happy where I am now. And now I want to tell people how I did it. What I did is I was very athletic. To me, I'm an athletic person. I hate sitting around being nowhere. So I would do stuff like I would walk my dog, play basketball with friends, play football, run, walk, do anything. Just don't sit on the couch and be lazy. You got to get out and do stuff, be active. You have to eat healthy. And it's not just eating healthy, you can cut calories, you don't have to give everything you up you want. Just limit your fast food. You can still have those cheat days, just you have to watch it. Make sure you know what you want, and make sure you have just control your urges. And then I have a 4-step thing. The first step is set goals. You can do anything you guys want to do as long as you can set your goals. And the one thing is write them down. When you write them down, you're more willing to do that because you know what you want and you know you're doing. Tell other people to hold you accountable. When you tell people your goals, you're more willing and able to do it because you have people to hold you accountable with your goals. And your goals can be about anything. It doesn't have to be like me being cut weight or running. It can be about anything. Like I know my roommate, he wants to cut his debt down for his school loans, so you can do anything. And then also plan your goals. One of the things is I was going to eat healthy. To eat healthy, you have to go to the grocery to buy healthy stuff, and you have to plan your stuff. Or you're going to have to go out and eat stuff out to eat and stuff, and that's not going to help you accomplish those goals you want. My 3rd step is set yourself around people that will encourage you and inspire you. Me, I sat myself around family, my girlfriend at the time and her family. I set myself around a good group of friends. I have Eric and you, and Red, Macy, Hannah, Natalie, Jazz, Kelsey, and Evan. And they really helped me, push me. They encouraged me, they believed in me. They were there when I needed them, and they pushed me to the person I am today, and I'm thankful for each one of them. And I have 4 words to help you to be the one you want to be. Believe. There's something I live by every day. If you want something, you have to, if you do not believe, you will not achieve. And that's in everything. You have to believe. And for me, I believed I was going to qualify for nationals. I did everything I could to qualify for nationals. And I fell short, but that happens. You can't accomplish everything you want, but don't be disencouraged for that stuff. And then you have to be realistic. I know I can't fly, so I'm not going to go jump off a building and try to fly. But you have to just be realistic with all your goals you set. Be motivated. Because when if you find something that you want to do, you have to find a motivation, something that pushes you to do that. I wanted to run better and I wanted to lose weight, and look where I am now. I found that motivation to push me where I am. Be determined. Find that fiery passion that gets you out there to accomplish your goals. And then work hard no matter what. I believe every day you give 110% in anything you do. So every day you go out there and give 100% and you're going to accomplish every goal you want. So for me, I have now a vocation. My vocation is I want to be a coach for cross country and track after college, and I want to help the younger generation, help them become and accomplish goals they have. And I also want to continue my running career and be a marathon runner after this. Thank you.
Wow, what a